Hi all, welcome to Learn Code Repeat. Today we will be looking at day 29 of the October Lead Code Challenge. The name of the problem is maximize distance to closest person. Let's look into the problem. So the problem states you are given an array representing a row of seats where seat of I equal to 1 represents a person sitting in the ith seat and seats I equal to 0 represent that the ith seat is empty and the seat is 0th indexed. There is at least one empty seat and at least one person sitting. Alex wants to sit in the seat such that the distance between him and the closest person to him is maximized. Return that maximum distance to the closest person. So the example that is provided here is this. So here we have 1 0 0 0 1 0 1. So 1 is a person sitting on the seat and 0 is if the seat is empty. So 0 0 0 1 0 1. So here if Alex has to sit, then we have to select a seat such that the distance between the left side and the right side is maximum. What I mean by that is the closest person either to the left or right, the distance needs to be maximum. So here if I place Alex on the first index, right, the distance between the left side person is only 1, whereas the distance on the right side person is 1 2 3, right. So even though this is 3, but the closest person is 1 away from Alex, right. So the max distance here is 1. If I put Alex at 2, the closest person on the left side is 1 2 distance away, and the closest person on right side is 1 2, again 2 distance away. So here it will be 2. Then if I place Alex at 3, here it will be 1 2 3 on the left side and only 1 on the right side. So the closest person is only 1 on the right side, right. So till now it was only 2 as a max distance, right. Similarly if I put Alex here 5, then it is 1. So that's why the output is 2, because that was the max distance for the closest person who was sitting near to Alex, right. So let's take this example and see how we can build the logic. So here, right, as we discussed earlier, right, if we put Alex here, then here the distance is 1 and here the distance is 3 from the closest person, right. So this is 1 2 3. If I put him here, it will be 1 2 and here it will be 1 2. So it is 2. So earlier when it was 3, right, so even though this distance is maximum 3, but this distance is 1, right. So the closest person is this one, right. So that will be the max value, okay. Here the distance is 2, here also the distance is 2. So the max value, we can say that in both the cases, left and right cases, the closest person is 2. So the max value is 2 here. If I place Alex here, this will be 1 and this will be 1. So the closest person is 1. So out of all this, here the closest person was 1. So out of all this, the max is 2, right. Now let's take another example. So in this case, right, if I place Alex here, right, so the closest person to the left is, for this particular case, it is 1, right. So if you see the pattern, right, what we are doing is we are checking the closest person to the left for each index, and again we are checking the closest person to the right for each index, right. So let's say if I create a array, right, let's say left array, and if I record this, who is the closest person on the left and right, right. So at the first point, right, if it is 1, right, on its left hand side there is no person, right. So let's say we can take it as infinity, right, this is infinity, and on the right hand side, let's say I can create a right array which will record the right side of this, right. So on the right hand side it is 1 2 3 4 5. So this is 5. So the closest person is at 5 distance, right. Now similarly for this, right, on the left hand side the closest person is at 1 distance, on the right hand side it is 1 2 3 4, 4 distance away, okay. Now for this, right, it is 1 2 is on the left hand side. Let's build the left array first. So this is 2, here it will be 3, here it will be 4, because 1 2 3 4, the person is at 4 distance on the left hand side. Here it will be 5, because from here it will be 1 2 3 4 5, it will be 5 distance away. When Alex is here, the person is 1 distance away on the left hand side, right. So this will be 1. Then when Alex is here, it will be 2. Similarly here it will be 3, 4, 5, 6. When Alex is here it will be 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the left hand side, and when Alex is here on the left hand side, the closest person is 7. Now even though Alex can't sit here, right, because here already a person is sitting, but we can just check what is the distance, right, on this particular spot. Similarly here we can check from right hand side. So we can build up this array from right. So here it can be infinity because there is no one on the right hand side. Here it will be 1, here it will be 2, here it will be 3, here it can be 4, here it will be 5, here it will be 6, here it will be 7, right. For this one it is 7 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The closest person on the right is 7. Then for this it will be 1, right. So this will be 1. For this it will be 2. Then for this it will be 3, and for this it is 4, and then for this it is 5, right. So we built this array, left and right array. Now to check, right, which position will be the best where the closest person to Alex on left and right is giving Alex the max distance, right. So in that case we just need to see what is the min between this left and right, because that will be the closest person, right, and out of that mean select the max value, right, provided the seat is not taken. So here since the seat is taken, so we will not consider this particular index. Now between this and this the min is 1, between this and this the min is 2, between this and this the min is 2 again, for this it is 1. Here since the seat is taken, so we won't consider this. So I am putting a cross here, I am putting a cross here as well. For between this and this it is 1, between 2 and 5 it is 2, between 3 and 4 it is 3, between again 4 and 3 it is 3, between 5 and 2 the min is 2, between 6 and 1 min is 1. Here it is taken, so since the seat is taken I won't consider this. Now once we have the min value calculated between left and right, I can check what is the max among this. So here the max is here, right, which is 3. So for this the answer will be 3. That means I can place Alex here or I can place Alex here. In either case it can be this or it can be this. In either case the best distance, the closest person I can have to Alex will be at distance 3. So here if it is here it will be 1, 2, 3. On the left side it will be 3 and on the right side it will be 4. If I place Alex here, then on the right side it will be 3 and on the left side it will be 4. So for this particular case the output will be 3. That is the closest person at max distance we can have. Okay. So with this approach our time complexity will be O of n, where I have to go through each element in the array, and since I have to create an array for left and right, the space complexity will also be O of n. And we can optimize this with space complexity as O of 1 instead of O of n, where we can avoid this left and right array. We can avoid this, and we will look into that approach as well. But first let us look into the code for this particular algorithm. So here I have declared left and right. So initially the first index on left side there is nothing on left, so I am assigning the value as max value similar to the infinity value that we had, and then I am starting my array with I equal to 1 and I am directly checking if the previous element is 1, then it is only one distance away, my current element, that is my current left of I, else if my previous left of I minus 1 is max value, then I will keep the max value for the current index as well, else it will be the previous value plus 1. So here it was 2, right, for left, so it was nothing but the previous left of I, which is 1 plus 1, 2. So that is what we are doing here, it is previous L of I minus 1 plus 1. Okay. And similarly for the right one, we are taking from right side and we are doing the exact same logic that we are doing here, we are doing the exact same logic here, and once that left and right array is built, then we can directly have one for loop and go over only the seats that are not occupied. Only for that we can check the min between left of I and right of I, and once we have the min value, then we can get the max between the current max and this min value. Okay. And at the end we can return this max. So here we are using 3 for loop, so it is 3 of n, which is similar as O of n, right, and the space complexity is also O of n because we are using left and right array. Okay. So, how we can avoid this left and right, let us see that. So, we will take the same first example. Now, if you see, right, the max distance, right, that we can get for Lx, right, in this case, right, if Lx needs to sit in between two person, then we just need to check what is the first occurrence of I. Let us say this is my ith index. We just need to check what is the first occurrence of I, and or let me call this as a previous index, p index, okay, and let us say this is the next index, n index, right, next index. So, what is the previous occurrence of 1 and what is the next occurrence of 1? We just need to check the distance between these two and divide by 2, right, because between these two person, if I make Rx sit at the middle of seat, right, that will be the max distance that we can have between those two person, right. So, it will be basically n of x minus p by 2, right, but this is possible only if the empty seats are in between any two person, right. What if the empty seats are at the end, right? So, in that case, right, so for example 1 0 0 0 and let us say this is 0, right, it is this way, right. In that case my p value is here, right, but there is no nx value, right. So, I can make Lx sit here, right. So, in that case what we can do is we can check if my counter is currently here. So, my current counter is here. In that case I can directly do c minus p. Okay. So, here it will be 0 1 2 3 4. So, 4 minus 0. So, whatever is the output, so here in this case it will be 4. So, that will be my value, that and whatever is my current max value, I will check max between these two. So, we can simply avoid left and right calculation and use this approach to go over once in the for loop and for these two cases. So, one is the case when Lx is at the middle and second is when let us say we have to place Lx at the end. Okay. These two cases we have to take care. So, for middle it will be n minus p by 2. So, it will be like whatever is max equal to this value comma max of this value, right, it will be max of this and this. Here it will be c minus p, right, at the end, then it will be c minus p, that is current pointer minus the previous pointer. So, m equal to max of my current max comma c minus p for this particular case. Okay. So, let us see how we can build the algorithm for this particular approach. So, I will first define my max as integer dot mean value and my previous index as minus 1 because currently it is not pointing to anything. I have defined a for loop for I equal to 0 to seats dot length, and in that I will check if the seat is occupied. In that case we have to check the distance, right. So, here, right, the previous and nx, right, this was considered only when the seat was occupied, right. So, here that is the trick, instead of checking for non occupied seat we have to check what is the occupied seat and then check the distance between the current and the previous occupied seat, right. So, here I will check if, so my seats of I equal to 1. So, here max equal to, so first I will check if my previous equal to minus 1, that means it is not assigned yet, right. So, in that case my max will be whatever is my current I value till that point, right. So, if this equal to minus 1 then max is I, else my max will be my current I minus my previous p value. So, previous value by 2, okay, and here I have to check the max of current max value, right. So, mat dot max of current max value and this value, alright. So, this is when I am trying to place Lx in between two occupied seats, right, but for the edge case, right, we can directly check here if my I equal to seats dot length minus 1. Now, before doing that, right, since now I have taken the max, right, I need to again reassign the previous to my current I. Okay. So, this is an important step because once the seat of I equal to 1, my previous will now point to my current I. Okay, and at the end if I equal to seed dot length minus 1, in that case I just need to do my current minus P. So max equal to mat dot max of current max comma I minus previous value. Okay, and at the end I can directly return my max value. So this way I can go over once in the for loop without using any extra space, and I am just using the previous pointer and the current pointer. So I am using a 2-pointer approach to solve this. So let's see whether the test case run fine. Seeds dot length, T is missing here, so the test case is accepted. Let's submit the code, and the code is accepted. So that's it for this video. Thank you.